Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. Today we will design a necklace using Bargain Bead Box. We already saw this beautiful bracelet that I made and one more necklace that we made. So this one is also going to be a necklace. It's going to be a knotted necklace. I'm using this 0.8 millimeter Chinese knotting cord for this necklace. I checked with all the beads. It's going through the 0.8 Chinese knotting cord. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to use this pendant, the gray color English cut beads, and also this small truck beads that we received in the box. So I'm just going to use everything, all of these and this pendant. First of all, I want to tell you guys, I want to take 2 sets of pliers, bent nose pliers and tweezer nose pliers. You can also use 2 needle nose pliers as well. Bent nose pliers is one of my favorite. So to open and close a jump ring, I always use this. So here we go. I am going to open this jump ring up and take it off. I don't need it anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to take off these 2 humongous jump rings. Save those, we will need it for some other project. Okay, so this is what we have, but I have around 58 of these white crystal beads that we got, that 26 of these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna alternate this and make a knotted necklace, but I need to decorate the pendant first. So I just counted it tens, and then I figured that I have enough beads for both of them to make this project. Take this one. You can take any color you want. I wanted to not use the brown color because if I use the brown, it's almost invisible. So I'm just thinking of using this, but I might change my mind. So I'm gonna decorate the pendant and see if whatever I wanted to achieve is coming out good or not. So I'm just going to add this truck bead and see if it looks good. I need to take a piece, but if I am going to do this with this card, so I'm gonna take about, say, 2 feet. It's good to have a little bit more than less. So take the 2 ends of the cord and then keep it here, put it inside that pendant of yours, take the 2 ends and place it through, so you will get a lock's head knot. Then take the bead, drop it down here, and then you can make a really big thing with both coming. I mean, you can use this cord as long as you want and continue doing the knotting business, but I don't want to do that because it will be very hard to maneuver, is what I think. So I'm doing the lockset knot with just one card, and I feel that this color is nice. I don't want a darker color than this. I really like this color, so I'm gonna use that only. So what I'm gonna do here is take my cord and add a bead. So you have to burn the edge a little bit and make yourself a needle. Let me show you. Take a lighter, burn the end, and just make yourself a needle just like this. I don't need this for now. Let me just move this. Just need these beads. So add a bead. Drop it down. Take this cord, go on top of the finding, under and through this loop. See the 6 formed like that, and pull through. Now do the same by going under the finding, over it and through that loop, and you will have a lock set knot. So just like this, continue finishing the ring and come back. I just made couple of them and then I pushed towards the side. I have a little bit of tail, I can snip it off, that's not a problem. So added 3, 7, and then I'm almost at the center. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, I still have a lot of cord to work with. I've let you guys know exactly how much cord is needed to do this the circle. I have here a 10 feet length of cord. I know it's a little bit too much, but I don't want to take less. It's always good that you take a little bit more than less, because you cannot add cord later. So I'm going to take the middle of the 10 feet cord and I'm going to add it here, and then take the end of the 10 feet cord. Okay, and then put it through this loop here. So it's a lock set knot. You guys will see it. I know this is a separate cord, you can do it with that itself, that's fine, but I'm going to do it this way. So I'm just going to tighten that up. Okay, and make sure the ends are same, which they are. Okay, so now right next to my lock set knot is this new lock set knot with, hold on one sec, this is not proper, it's twisted in the back, so I'm just going to straighten that up. There we go. Now it's fine. So I have here the new knot, so from the new cord. Now I'm going to take the old one here. I'll zoom in a little bit more for you guys to see. So take this cord that we are doing with the beads with. So take one of this crystal bead, the 4mm drug crystal bead. Take another one. Drop it down in front of the knot. That way we will hide that knot also. Take it, then go ahead and do the lock set knot that we are doing. Okay, so just like that. Okay, then go down and come up and pull through this. Okay, and then I will continue doing that thing over here, but at the same time my cord is coming in the back. I'm going to do knots with that. Okay, so pick one, put the bead through, over, under, and pull through, making sure the bead doesn't come off, but it sits where it's supposed to. Okay, and then go under, over and pull through. Okay, so here it is. We have our cord for the knotting attached to this, but at the same time you cannot see that. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. Now I will continue doing this around the frame that we got here, the pendant frame, and then we can finish decorating the pendant. Once you have finished the pendant, all you need to do is snip off this excess cord right here. Then be very careful to melt this, because we have a crystal here and a crystal there. Just be very careful. There we go. And once you're done with that, see this is the amount of cord that I have left. So I'll measure this for you guys so that you can take the exact amount that you need for the pendant. If you are doing 15 of that beads, I have a 10-inch left. In 2 feet I have a 10-inch left, probably 1 feet or 1.5 feet or 1.25 feet, like around 15 to 18 inches would be good. So it's always good to have a little bit more than less. As I said, it's nicely decorated. I really like the way this pendant looks. Now you take one side of the card and we will start knotting. So first of all, what I will do is I will melt the end of this cord and probably add this bead if possible. It's just to give us some length is what I'm thinking, but let's see. Let's just directly do the crystal and see how it is. If not, we will come back and then add it. So see, there is a little bit, I don't want it to be right over there. So what I'm gonna do here is, okay, take it, just do a knot, just an overhand knot with just the cord, and make sure the knot stays where it's supposed to be. See, I'm going through that loop and holding that that part where I want the knot to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove it and push that knot where it belongs. Then if I add this bead, now it's kind of proper, isn't it? Right? Anyways, let me see again. Go ahead and make a loop. Take the cord into that loop. You can take your tweezers or tweezer nose pliers and hold where you want the knot to be. It has to go through that loop. And now if you pull it just like that and slowly remove it once it's tight, now the knot will be still loose. All you need to do is go ahead and push that knot towards that bead. That way the knot will stay right next to that bead. Okay, now there is no movement there. So this is how we need to do. We will figure this part out also and see if it looks nice, then we will continue. Okay, I think maybe I need a knot here, so go ahead and make an overhand knot. Make sure you go through that loop and hold that cord, and then pull that end just like that, and gently remove it and then push it tight where you want the knot to be. So now, okay, take this cord, melt the end so that you can easily thread your beads. Add it in. So will it look good is my question. I like it. Let's just go ahead and make a knot right here. Okay. There is also hand knotting technique that I'll let you guys know in a bit, but this is one way that you can make knots. There we go. Okay. That sounds to be right. That looks to be right as well to me. So I'm good to go. Now I follow a pattern like 2 of these crystal beads and 1 of these English cut. Now I shall explain the hand knotting technique. Okay. Take your cord, wrap it around your 2 fingers, and then take this cord underneath, from underneath. Okay, see that? I am just transferring these 2 fingers to this 2, and then I'm just placing this index finger into that and holding it tight and holding the bead and the knot between my index and thumb finger and pulling it. This is another way of hand knotting. Okay, so now maybe this is very immediate, but I like it. So let's just continue. If you want a little bit space, add some seed beads or even, the crystal, anything would work here for adding a little bit of a distance here. Okay, so add the next one, wrap it around your fingers and tighten that up just like that and hold it and then pull. So the knot will be where you want the knot to be. Now after 2 beads, I'm just going to go ahead and add this English cut and see if it looks good. It looks perfect. So there we go. Now I will continue this design until I have enough for both the strands, for both the sides, and I'll come back and show you guys how to finish this off. Hi friends, welcome back. Let's finish this necklace. I have knotted up till here, so it's almost done. Let's just do the clasp part. So as I mentioned, I took 10 feet of cord. It's absolutely not needed. I still have 5 feet, I think. Yeah, 2, 4. Yeah, more than 5.5 feet left. So I would say you take 4.5 feet for the entire necklace, both the sides, right? And that should be good enough. Now we need a little bit, so I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just gonna measure, say 3.5 to 4 inches. I need that much, so I will measure that. So take 5 feet, that should be good enough. Okay, so I still have this much left, which I will use it for our sliding knot. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, take these and let's see if I have some beads left over. I have 1 of these and 2 of these beads. Maybe I will take this one on. Just a little bit bigger bead in the back would be easier for us to pull off, but I'm fine with this as well. So take my lighter. Burn the edge. And okay. Add a knot. I want this knot to be as close to the end as possible. If you can just, but that won't work. Just add. Okay. Maybe this bead is not a proper fit. Let's try something else which goes through fine. Go ahead and tie an overhand knot, make a loop and put the end through it. As I said, I want this knot as close to the end as possible. So now snip this off. And then melt the ends. Now that's done. So push the crystals back there. We are going to not do this way. Normally we will crisscross this cord and do a sliding knot here, but I want to do a sliding knot this way only. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my knotty do-it-all. You can tape this to the table and do it. You can have a clipboard and do it. You can use the macrame board, but I do have this in my stash, so I'm just going to use this. Take the two cords and let's just set it up just like that. Okay, and I still have enough cord left, so I'm just gonna take about, say, 8 to 10 inches is more than enough. So I took 8 inches. Okay, and then I'm just going to take it and start doing my Q's and P's. So this is macrame square knot. If you're not aware of the macrame square knots, please go ahead and watch my tutorial on basic macrame knots. It's very easy. So put the center of the cord underneath the two cords. Take the left cord and make a loop, and it looks like a Q. So take the other cord, go on top of the left cord, underneath all the cords through the loop that you created, and then tie a knot. Just hold these ends together and just put my finger down so that's almost the center. So push that there. So now we are going to make a P. Just do it with the right hand cord. Make a loop, left on top, underneath, through all the cords and through that loop, and then push. Let me have something white underneath so that it's clear for you guys a little bit. Let me see if I can move this down here. Okay, so it can be visible clearly. Okay, make a loop like that, go on top, underneath, and through this loop. So I'm going to alternate that. Same thing underneath this loop. This is a Q, on top, underneath, through that loop, pull. This is a P on top of this, and underneath that pull through. So you can do as less as 3 knots and as many as how much ever you want. I'm gonna do until this 8-inch cord runs out, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Okay. You don't have to do it really tightly because you want the cord to slide. And I did 4 inches of cord because we need a little bit of a distance. If this necklace is shorter, you need a longer length to go through your top of the head, and then you can use the adjustable knot and get it to the height that you want the necklace to fit in your neck. But you need that distance to move. Keep that in mind. I think that's good enough. I don't need more than that. So see this is how much I will get, and the necklace is big, so I don't have to worry about that. But if you are making this necklace shorter, go ahead and do that. Otherwise it will be of no use because you won't be able to get it on top of your head. So snip off this excess cord on both sides. Take your lighter and be very gentle and melt it and attach it to the side of the knots. So that's it, we are done. Our necklace is done. I hope you guys like this necklace. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. And this is what the necklace looks like. The pendant has been embellished with macrame knots, and then we have knotted with the crystals and the English cut beads. It's a pretty long necklace, and then it's actually tied by the macrame square knots, the adjustable knots, the sliding knots, whichever you want to call, and with these two crystals at the end. This is how it looks like, and I really like the way this turned out to be. If you do like it too, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.